The Incredible Hulk has to save Wonder Woman from King Kong. That's right, folks. The Amazonian princess is in danger, and the big green guy is there to help her out. What could go wrong? Well, let's find out. Alright, so this one comes from an alternate universe, where apparently Bruce Banner was never bitten by that radioactive spider. He was instead attacked by a giant radioactive ape man. If you ask me, I think being bitten by a radioactive spider is the better option. You get superpowers! Maybe lose your mind a little bit. Being attacked by a giant radioactive ape probably just means you turn into a giant green ball of rage and smash stuff. But whatever. Let's jump into it. Wonder Woman is fighting off some minions of Kong.
Yeah.
We do want to know why Kang is attacking Amazon S, or why he is even here in this reality. But there's not much time to ask questions because Diana needs to protect the gateway to Demas. If Kong gets his big hands on it, he'll destroy the Amazon's only way of defending their island. And right now, he's just tearing through her army like it's nothing. Then suddenly, the ground begins to shake and the trees start bending and breaking before Wonder Woman can do anything. She asks, knocked off her feet by a gigantic hand, and finds herself face to face with King Kong himself. He roars at her, letting her know that he wants the cube and that he wants it now. Now, the thing is, Wonder Woman isn't really one for sharing. So she tells Kang that he ain't getting his grubby hands on that artifact unless he tears her to pieces. I mean, hey, don't blame her. She's just trying to protect her people. And it's at that moment that they both hear a familiar voice that says, "That's enough, big guy." It's Hulk! Apparently, he was summoned by the gateway, when it sensed the immense power of the artifact in danger. And now, he's here to help. Unfortunately, though, Wonder Woman is too thrilled about the Hulk showing up, because she knows that the artifact will end up amplifying his strength and intelligence. Meaning, once he gets his hands on it, who knows what kind of trouble he might cause. Still, he is here to help, so she lets him handle it. Now, Kong doesn't seem too concerned about the Hulk. In fact, he laughs in his face and tells him to get lost. Like, how rude is that? The Hulk takes offense to that, of course, and attacks. But Kong is able to hold his own. They trade blows, and neither one of them is able to gain the upper hand. The Hulk is incredibly strong. Yes, but Kong is agile and quick, managing to dodge most of the big green guy's attacks. Plus, he's got those sharp claws and teeth that can do some serious damage. Meanwhile, Wonder Woman is watching, waiting for an opening that she can exploit. She's not gonna get close to those two because she knows they're way too dangerous. Instead, she stays back and keeps an eye on the situation. And what she's looking for is any sign of weakness. Any mistake that she can take advantage of. But before she can make her move, Kang knocks the Hulk out of the air and sends him crashing down to the ground. He follows that up with a vicious attack, scratching and biting the Hulk until he bleeds. This goes on for a while, and the Hulk starts to weaken. Wonder Woman knows that she needs to act fast, so she throws her lasso of truth over Kong's head, hoping to at least slow him down. But to her surprise, it doesn't work. The artifact is amplifying Kong's strength and powers, and the lasso just ends up getting burned. So, yeah, not exactly a smart idea. So Diana takes to the sky and flies towards the two, grabs a cube, and uses her super speed to get away. As she flies, she hears the Hulk yell, "Don't trust him. He's not one of us." But it's too late. Kang grabs onto the plane and pulls it down, sending it crashing into the jungle below. When Diana emerges from the wreckage, she's met with a surprising sight. The Hulk is gone, and in his place is Bruce Banner, who looks just as surprised to see her as she is to see him. She quickly explains the situation to him, and Banner tells her that he'll fix the plane and get the artifact back. Of course, he won't be able to do it alone, though. He needs her help to take down Kong. They make their way through the jungle, and eventually they come across Kang, who's just finished off a few members of Steve Trevor's team. He turns to them and growls, letting them know that he still wants the artifact. But this time, he's not going to let them get away so easily. A fight ensues, but it's clear that Kang is too powerful. He's just too strong, too fast, and he's got those sharp claws and teeth that can do some serious damage. Banner knows that they need to change their tactics. So he steps away from the fight and starts talking to Kang, trying to reason with him, trying to get him to understand that he's not their enemy. But Kang isn't having it. He's too angry, too scared, and he just wants the artifact. Banner knows that he's not going to be able to talk Kang down, so he steps back into the fight. This time, though, he's not just relying on his fists. He's using his intelligence as well. He dodges Kong's attacks and uses his knowledge of the jungle to his advantage. He lures Kang into a trap, using vines and trees to keep him in check. And slowly but surely, he starts to gain the upper hand. As the fight rages on, Wonder Woman realizes that she needs to do something to help. She flies into the air and uses her bracelets to deflect some of Kong's attacks, giving Banner a chance to regroup. Together, they fight back against Kang, and finally, they're able to get the artifact back. With the artifact in hand, Wonder Woman uses her super speed to run around Kang, confusing him and tiring him out. She darts in and out of his reach, just fast enough that he can't catch her, but close enough to annoy him and exhaust him. Banner, meanwhile, continues to use his intelligence, keeping Kang from getting close to him by using the environment to his advantage. Finally, Kang is too exhausted to keep fighting. He collapses to his knees and lets out a defeated roar. Wonder Woman stops running and flies back to Banner, who's still keeping a safe distance from Kong. They share a look, knowing that it's over. Kong is defeated. But before they can do anything, Kong suddenly grows to an absolutely massive size. The island itself starts to shake as he bellows in anger and pain. Turns out the artifact was amplifying his pain as well as his strength and abilities. With the artifact taken away, he's now just in extreme pain. Wonder Woman immediately takes action. She flies to the nearby ocean and uses her bracelets to create a shield of water, protecting the island from the massive waves that Kang is sending their way. Meanwhile, Banner does his best to calm Kong down, but it's no easy feat. The big ape is in too much pain and too much distress to listen to reason, just when it seems like things can't get any worse. The ground gives way and Kong falls into a deep chasm that's been created by the earthquake. Wonder Woman dives after him, using her super strength to brace for the impact. When they hit the bottom, she helps Kang to his feet and they make their way through the rubble. Finally, they emerge from the wreckage to find that the island has been completely destroyed. They're standing on a small piece of land that's surrounded by water. Wonder Woman looks around and sees that there's nowhere else for them to go. The only option now is to escape the island and make their way to safety. She turns to Kang and asks him if he's okay. He looks back at her, his eyes filled with gratitude. And in that moment, they share a bond that neither of them will ever forget. With a final nod to each other, they dive into the water and swim away from the island. The Incredible Hulk may not have saved Wonder Woman from King Kong, but he did help her stop the destruction of her island home. Plus, he got to smash some stuff along the way. Everyone wins. Now, as for King Kong, well, he's a little more of a complicated case. He's a villain, sure, but he's also a tragic figure. A tragic figure who also happens to be a massive, incredibly strong gorilla with a serious anger management issue. But hey, who are we to judge? We've all got our struggles. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more updates.
Follow Unlimited League Zone. Like, share, and subscribe for more superhero battles.